What's going on, everyone? It's JDC here, back in the video, and today we're talking about Eric Gordon and his future moving on with the Houston Rockets. Before that, really quick, I need you guys to drop a like down below, press subscribe button. It would really help out the algorithm, help grow the channel to other people like Houston Rockets content, and help grow the channel in general. So I need you guys to drop a like down below, press subscribe button, let's get into the video. So Eric Gordon, we all know who Eric Gordon is. This is our sixth man off the bench, someone that brings scoring and defense, more scoring than defense, but it's definitely a mix of both. So Eric Gordon this season has been pretty great, honestly. This is a good bounce back season from Eric Gordon, even though he went down with an injury mid-March. So this season he's averaging 17.8 points, 43% from the field, and 32.9% from three. Now I will say that 32% from three hasn't been good, but he's only played in a few games this season. So hopefully that Eric Gordon comes back for at least one game in these next few games that we have, but I highly doubt it because with basically our whole roster out, I think it's just best that we play our young guys and kind of develop them, because we have Kevin Porter Jr. who's still being a great player. This is the type of guy that can develop into an all-star type of player, so we definitely need to give him some more minutes to develop into that said player. So, and we also have people like Christian Wood and Sterling Brown, all these good young pieces off the bench. So, but I definitely think that we might bring Eric Gordon back for at least one of these games, because looking at our schedule, we probably have the hardest schedule left, considering that we're versing the Sixers today, the Bucks on Friday, and then the Jazz on Saturday. So it's gonna be a rough week for the Houston Rockets, man. So hopefully that we can bring back Eric Gordon for at least one of these games just to see him balling. So Eric Gordon, I definitely think that we need to get him moved because his contract is absolutely horrendous. This guy is making basically 16 million for basically the next 4 years. Well, actually, his salary this year is 16 million, but the year after that, the 2021-2022 season, he's gonna make 18 million. After that, 19 million, and then after that, 20 million, which is his final year of his contract. So definitely someone that we need to move because his contract is horrible for the type of player that he is. Now I will say if he was younger, probably like 26 or 27, then obviously we need to keep this guy, but he's 32, so we definitely need to move him. Kind of the same situation with John Wall. So I mean, I wouldn't be too mad if we got a few picks for Eric Gordon. All I want to do is just move Eric Gordon's contract so we can free up more space for a max free agent like a John Collins type player in the offseason, or maybe trade for other guys. Maybe Eric Gordon's worth maybe, I don't know, an old player, or maybe a couple of young players that aren't very good that need some minutes. So now I will say that there was a lot of trade packages going around pre-trade deadline where Eric Gordon would be sent to the Sacramento Kings for Buddy Hield. Now I will say that right now it's not looking like that trade would work, but at that time it would have worked, I feel like, because Buddy Hield and Eric Gordon are basically the same type of player. It's that Buddy Hield doesn't have defense, and I think Eric Gordon's honestly a better player than Buddy Hield. So, but obviously Buddy Hield's a better three-point shooter. This is a guy that can shoot the three ball very well and has a very high three-point percentage, and basically someone that can knock down the three-point at ease. He's shooting 40% from three this season, which is actually really crazy. So, and then over his career he's shooting basically 40% from three too. So I definitely think we need to move on from Eric Gordon. If you can basically get anything for Eric Gordon, I wouldn't be too mad about it. Even though he's maybe he's unmovable, but I wouldn't be mad with anything. If you can get a first out of Eric Gordon, it'd be perfect. Teams that would be going for Eric Gordon are teams that need some bench depth. I don't know which teams would really go for him because it's kind of hard to determine like where Eric Gordon would go. I mean, maybe back to the Pelicans, but I don't really know if that would work because they have a lot of young guys there and they wouldn't trade for a 32-year-old. So I don't know, maybe the Suns, but it's definitely interesting to see like where Eric Gordon would go moving forward. So definitely good to see that Eric Gordon could get moved in the offseason, but I highly doubt it. I definitely like to keep Eric Gordon as a six-man type of player for at least one more year, but after that, if he's not producing next season, then obviously we need to move him. So other than that, I definitely don't see him on this like a useful piece on this team anymore. You know, I feel like Sterling Brown could definitely take his place as that six-man type of role, because I feel like those, you know, Sterling Brown and Eric Gordon are definitely the same type of player in the sense that they both can shoot the three ball, but also can play some defense and drive. So I definitely think that Sterling Brown could become Eric Gordon's replacement in the future. Maybe we keep Eric Gordon in the future to basically mentor Sterling Brown, and you know, considering that we keep Sterling Brown, he could develop into something as a six-man type of player on this team. So Eric Gordon basically is only here for a mentorship type of role, maybe like a leadership type of role, kind of like John Wall off the bench. So, but honestly, with this draft coming up, we basically have 3 picks this draft, considering that we do get that top 4 pick. But if we get all 3 picks in this draft, we're probably not keeping Eric Gordon, to be real with you, man. So hopefully that Eric Gordon at least gets some trade value in the offseason, maybe a couple of picks, maybe a young player and like a second. Highly doubt that would happen, but hopefully we get some trade packages going. I believe in Stone. I can make some trade packages, man, and hopefully he can get something good, like how he got Victor Oladipo for that Kelly Olynyk trade. So I definitely believe in Stone. Hopefully we can move on from Eric Gordon in the offseason, and you know, see you in the video. I'm out. Peace.